3 albums last this year.
3
albums, 1 day. Same day, 3 albums. Because it's all about improvement. Like I'm not stagnant. Like I just worked with 2 solid MCs from the United States. I'm yet to shoot a video. Like because I'm more passionate about the blowing. I'm not about blowing up. And I will just stay and watch. Whenever they're playing any rap song, I'll just record. Blowing up puts a lot of frustration. I reflect my real personality in my music. There was no formal education. Nobody taught me how to do it.
Okay guys, welcome to the program once again. This is the diaspora. This is where we meet people, talk to people from all walks of life. And today, I happen to be with one of the best rappers in the world. Trust me, you will love to hear from this man. He's got great deals coming in. He's been doing this for so many years. The experience is just top notch. And you wouldn't want to miss out knowing this man. Okay, my brother, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, brother. It's an honor to be here.
It's a pleasure too.
Thank you.
So tell us about you. Who are you? What is your name?
So my native name is CHIZZY THA. So that's how the Igbos will pronounce it. I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria. So which means God sent.
Oh, okay. The name CHIZZY THA means
God sent.
God sent. Yeah. Wow, that has a very powerful meaning.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, other people from other races or probably other tribes, they would say CHIZZY THA, you know. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's it. So, yeah, I'm a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Born and bred up in Nigeria. Moved here like a couple years ago, probably about 8-9 years.
Oh, okay. So it's been 8-9 years since you moved to Canada.
Yep.
So you were in Nigeria or any other part of the world?
I used to be based in Nigeria, but I'm based here now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so I moved here for studies. So, okay, let me take it from back home. So back home, you know, I was working, doing other things, and I was also rapping on the side. Been doing music for nearly 20 years now, or probably 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Professionally. Started very young, yeah.
For 20 years?
Yes.
But you look, you know what? You look young. I'm like, you just said 20 years, and I'm trying to calculate, okay, if 20 years, that means, were you 10 years old when you started?
I was actually like 20-something. The thing is, I mean, I guess it's the gene, and I was in my early 20s, and I guess I exercise too. I eat healthy.
Yeah.
I don't try to abuse my health.
Yeah.
I do a lot of jogging every morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, most morning. So I watch what I eat. So I guess it's part of the benefit of, you know, it's a byproduct of how I'm looking, right? So yeah, so from that point till now, I've still been making music.
Wow.
Though there's been a lot of ups and downs, it's not moving smoothly the way that I want. The name CHIZZY THA DON is not big in Nigeria. But
so since you just mentioned the name, I want us to come to that because you told us about your name biologically, which is CHIZZY THA.
Yes.
And now you said CHIZZY THA DON. So that is the name itself. As an artist, if we are looking out for you or looking out on any social media or whatever, we should actually go for the CHIZZY THA DON.
CHIZZY THA DON, yes.
Why CHIZZY THA DON?
There's no special stories behind the name.
Okay.
But I have this friend, his name is Cosby Jones. So let me break it down. So I've gone through 3 phases of name throughout my entire career.
Oh, okay, within a period of 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
The one of them, the first one was before my debut album.
Okay.
So that was when I was much younger, back then in Jos, Nigeria. So then when I was still learning how to rap, listening to the old school rap on my stereo, the house stereo and all that. So I gave myself a name, and the name was A.D.O. Brown. Now, there's no meaning behind the name, but it was just what was in vogue at that time. So, because back in the day, the names always have prefix and suffix after it, like LL Cool J, Kumo D, D Nice. There's always a letter or letters after. So I'm like, you know, I was young. I'm like, okay, let me just give myself
something.
A.D.O. Brown. You know? So that was funny. So from that point, before I dropped my debut album, I went to the name Squad. Okay. So which basically represented my lyrics. Like, I believe like I'm one person, but my lyrical entourage is like my squad.
Wow.
That's the... Yeah, So, but from there, it got to a point I'm like, okay, I really want to take this music thing to the next level, like international. You know, I'm still working on it.
Oh, yeah.
I've done some collaborations, some, you know, global MCs. Yeah, and like I would want to go with a name that I wouldn't want to change anymore.
Okay.
So, and I said, okay. So there's this friend of mine. His name is Cosby Jones. He's an on-air personality. He's a radio guy back in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Yeah. When I used to go by the name Squad, he usually calls me XQ the Don. He started the name The Don.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I transitioned to CHIZZY, like picking out CHIZZY out of my full name, I thought about, you know what? Let me just take that The Don from the other name, which I'm usually called by the same guy, and let me just add it to CHIZZY the Don.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's how the name came about.
I mean, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's a very, I mean, from what you have actually explained, I mean, we can see that it is well thought of and it is deep. Yeah. I mean, CHIZZY actually relates to where you are coming from.
That's
so let me come to this. Let me ask you, what introduced you to music or rap music? What made you fall in love with rap music?
Yeah, good question. So the thing is, back then in Jos, Nigeria, when I was still growing up, a young boy for about 8, 9 years old, my uncles and my cousins, they loved rap. They play lots of rap songs.
Okay.
They listen to the radio all the time. They talk about some of the MCs around that time, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, you know, Two Life Crew, Kid and Play. There were some names at that time.
Household names.
Household names at that time, you know, in the US. So they mimed this music from these guys. Okay. They performed it right in front of me in the sitting room.
Oh, okay.
As a young boy, I was watching them.
Okay.
And one day I'm like, I can do this. So whenever they're not around, I try to imitate what they're doing. Okay. I kept on like that. And from that point, I fell in love with the music stuff. From there, I became a friend of my radio. Yeah. Back home in Nigeria then, as at that time, within 1988, 89, there wasn't any 24 hours radio station. Yeah. So you have to wait till like either 3 or 4 p.m. for the radio to start. Yeah. So I'm always glued to the radio. I have to wait for them to start their transmission. Yeah. So once they do, I have my tape, the empty tape that I bought, and I will just stay and watch. Whenever they're playing any rap song, I'll just record. When it's done, I'll stop it. They play another one, I record. When it's done, I'll stop it. Wow. I kept doing like that until I had tapes of different rappers. I cannot remember all of their names. Yeah. Then I started, you know, listening to them, writing them out, cut that, like play, rewind, write down the lyrics, practice, rap after what they were doing, until I started rapping all of their songs perfectly. So one day I thought, okay, I can actually write my own lyrics. And I just started writing lyrics. Try to write the way they are, you know, speaking. There was no formal education. Nobody taught me how to do it. Wow. But I was just trying to write the way they were rapping. Yeah. So that was like my practice regimen, self-taught. Yeah. From that point, it just grew into me. And I loved it so much, yeah.
I love where it is coming from. You get it. From the struggles you had to get through, just to get some of the rap music to listen to. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as easy as today.
No.
Where we can hear music everywhere. Everywhere. On our phones, our kids are even holding phones and everything. But back then, you had to get an empty CD. To get that alone as a child is another issue altogether.
That's correct.
You get it.
That's correct.
And then put it in the tape, and then to record and everything, get back on your feet, and then learn it, rehearse it, and everything. Yep. What has been your motivation to have been able to keep this as a child till this date? Started the music about 20 years ago, and you are still on it. You are not losing anything. I mean, you're still on it. What has been your motivation?
So over time, from being a young boy till when I dropped my debut album, I've been doing this, and it became a second nature. It's like someone who can. Like a professional, right? That has like a footballer. Yeah. It's easy for them to just tap the ball and play. Yeah. So rap became
a part of you.
Yeah, it became part of me. So it was just so ingrained, like I can't take it out. There was a time I stayed away from rap for 3 years, but it didn't even go away. I didn't write any lyrics, I didn't do anything, but it was still there. I came back and I was still good. So from that point, you know, I just feel like doing it over time naturally became part of me. it's so hard for it to get out of me. After I dropped my debut album, it wasn't that very successful. It was a whole lot of challenges, but still, I loved it. It's like I fell in love with it over time, over and over time. So it became like a second nature. I can't just let it go. So I feel like I have an obligation to this special talent of mine that even though I'm yet to be known globally, but I'm still working towards that. Even as an OG, I'm still pushing that. I have, loved it so much to the point that I'm now collaborating with some international rappers.
Wow, that's great. I mean, the whole motivation is that do not give up and do not quit. I think this is an example of that, an epitome of that, of not giving up and then, doing what you do for so many years, for 20 years, and even though you've not attained what you want to attain, but you still keep at it, and you are not letting it go. Who are your biggest inspiration when it comes to Nigerian rap music? Or let me put it this way, the African rap music.
So there are too many rappers now, but...
Give us your favorite, 2 names, like 2 guys you can say, hey, these guys...
Shout out to Mode 9. Mode 9 is from Nigeria. Okay. It's like the frontline African rappers, like continental-wise. Yeah. He's like one of the main guys. He's actually the main guy. Then the second person, you said 2, right? Yeah. The second person would be from, from South Africa. He's late now. Okay. He's called Mischief. Mischief, okay. He's a very dope rapper. Oh, okay. I used to watch them on Channel O back in the days when Channel O first came to Africa. Oh, okay. So Mischief, shout out to him, he's late, blessed memory. Then Mode 9. These are the
2 top rappers.
Yes, there are more than that. Like if you want me to name other ones, but these are the 2 main ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And when we go, like, let's say, let me put it, if we come to maybe Europe or let's say in the US, Canada, or wherever, in Asia or wherever, who are your best rappers? People that you listen to. 2 names.
2 names. In no particular order. Nas.
No particular order. Nas.
Nas.
That's one good rapper.
That's the guy that when I first heard him, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to really dive into this. Okay. Then Jay-Z.
And Jay-Z.
Yeah. I love his wordplay. I love the way I love the way he just plays with the beats and he makes it easy.
I guess you love business too.
I do.
Nobody loves Jay-Z without loving business.
I do.
So definitely you love business as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into this. What are you doing now? As of now. Right now you are in Canada.
Yep.
Okay. And what are you doing now? Like right now, what are you doing? When it comes to the rap music, what are you doing? What are you cooking?
I dropped an album, 3 albums this year.
3
albums, 1 day. Same day, 3 albums.
Okay.
Dropped in January 1st, so I have more albums coming up, and I have lots of videos coming up too.
In 1 day, you dropped 3 albums.
Yes, 40 tracks.
That's huge work.
You need to listen to it.
Like, seriously.
You need to listen.
No, it's like, I can't just think of recording just 1 song. The time to finish, even 1 song, the writing and everything, not to even talk of dropping 1, 2, 3 albums.
That brings me, there's something I want to share with you. So most rappers always say that they experience writer's block.
Okay.
Whenever they are writing, they get stuck somewhere, they can't figure out anything. Yeah. I've come to the point where I've never experienced that before. I've done this so much that I came up with a structure. Like when you're writing an essay, you write the introduction, you write the first paragraph, the second paragraph, and the conclusion. Yeah. And when you're discussing a topic, you're discussing within a paragraph, and you're looking at the terminologies and the linking words, and the right expressions, the collocations to use. Yeah. And same thing you do with the second paragraph until the entire essay, there is cohesion and there is cohesiveness. Yeah. Everything comes together. So
you've mastered that.
My own structure of writing rap songs. I have a structure. Any topic that any subject matter, I can easily, if I don't know about anything about that subject matter, I can easily just go on Google, just read about it, have an overview, then I'm going to use that structure and just put down the verse. It won't take me time.
It won't take your time. Can we give it a try?
We can.
Can we give it a try?
Yeah, we can. Just give me a topic. We can, but it's about, I mean, when I mean it won't take me time, probably let's say
Oh yeah, definitely.
few minutes, but
minutes in my,
yeah, but
you'll
I'll
be
come up
able
with
to-
something.
Okay.
So
let me see.
that way I don't experience.
Let me see what we can talk about. Can you talk about this vest I'm wearing?
Okay. I'm not a freestyle MC, so I have to think about it and just tell
Yeah,
you.
definitely. Let's go.
Okay, I would say my friends got too many clothings, too many styles, but I love wearing the vest. That's what makes me so different, a unique individual from the rest.
God damn it! That's bars, my nigga, bars. Okay. No. That just okay. My friends love wearing t-shirts and whatever it is, and I'm lost already, Charlie. I'm not a rapper. I'm not. No, this is inborn. You know, if it is not inborn, you cannot do it right away.
Yeah, I've practiced over years, so
Yeah.
I can, if I sit down and I can come up with a song. Like I said, it will take me some time,
Yeah.
but
Not at all.
maybe within an hour, I'll come up with a 16
it'll
bars.
happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that format made it easy for me to come up with 40 tracks. So all I need to do, subject matter, okay, I want to talk about politics.
Yeah.
I just put, okay, what do I want to say about? I put them together, I just follow the structure, and the song is out.
Wow. Yeah. That is quite impressive. That is quite impressive, to be very honest with you. Coming all that way to this place, and with all that you have achieved, and you are still at it. I mean, it is very, I am particularly, honestly, I am particularly impressed about how long you've been doing this, and you are still on it. I guess we have a generation that actually does anything.
Yep.
We try it today, tomorrow, it didn't work, I switched to something else.
Yeah, it happened to a lot of the people I started with.
They've all dropped.
Many of them dropped. Some are still reaching out to me and they're saying, man, how are you doing it? Because it's all about improvement. Like, I'm not stagnant. Like, I just worked with 2 solid MCs from the United States. I'm yet to shoot the video. Like, I'm talking about high-rated rappers in the United States. Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful.
And I have more that are lined up.
Yeah. So looking at, let me put it this way, since it's a diaspora program, okay? Yeah. Looking at it from this point, rapping in Africa, let's say Nigeria, where you're coming from, and doing it in Canada, here. Do you see any challenges? Like starting off from Africa, let's say, let me put it this way. Let's say you are in Africa, you are in Nigeria, and you are rapping and you want to blow. You are doing everything you can. And then if you come to Canada and you are doing everything that you can as well to blow, what are some of the challenges? Looking at the two, which one may be quite difficult?
I've had a different experience, but it's pretty much the same thing across board. But I know that, I mean, in Africa, there's certain challenges, like some people might want to have a full-time job and still make their music so they can have money to finance their. But it's not that very easy in Nigeria. Yeah. Too many talented people, intelligent, they went to school. They don't have a job to support what they're doing. In Canada, it's probably much easier. If you have a skill, you can get a job. It's much easier for you to get something doing. Okay. So that's the only thing I would say is the advantage.
Okay.
Excuse me. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing, trying to, get your name out there. But mine has been a different story because I'm more passionate about the blowing. I'm not about blowing up.
Okay.
Blowing up puts a lot of frustration on artists. Yeah. I enjoy what I do, whether I'm blowing or not. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it's all about building your audience. Yeah. Social media has made it very easy. Yeah. You can have your platform across many boards. You can build your audience, have streams, sell records, sell merch.
That's true.
Do all sorts of stuff and make money and live a good life without even people knowing you globally. Yeah. Then 3, for me, it's all about improvement. Yeah. Whether I'm blown or not, what are the improvements I'm making? What is the strength of my audience? What am I doing to improve my skills? What shows that I'm improving in what I'm doing? So these things matters to me more than blowing up. Wow. But taking it back to your question, I would say in terms of having a job, after you're done with school, get something doing and probably supporting it, with your music, supporting your music financially. It's kind of easier in Canada, but in Nigeria, it's a bit tougher. But across board, it's the same. You have to work your way. You have to work your way to the top. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to my last question.
Okay.
Let's go to my last question. What are we to expect from your music? What are we supposed to get from your music? If anybody is listening to your music, if I'm listening to your music right now, what do you want me to get from it?
It's all about, my music is all about positivity. It talks about real life experiences, other people's experiences, encouragement, love, everything related to my music is all about positivity. I'm not a violent, like I don't preach violence in my music. I reflect my real personality in my music. So naturally, I'm just a peaceful person. I love to have fun and I love positive things around me. So all of that reflects my music. So when you're listening, that's exactly what you're going to get. Okay. So I remember one guy, he said he was homeless at the time in Lagos, Nigeria. He's an artist. Yeah. So I dropped these 3 albums, January 2023. Yeah. He downloaded it. During that period, he was homeless. Okay. He was moving from one house to one other. Yeah, trying to put himself together and rent a new apartment. And he was listening to my songs. And there's a lot of numerous positive quotations that you can actually spin off from my music, the records that I make. And according to him, those quotables made him, skate through the trying times. So those are the kind of things you get from my music. Like, if you listen to my music, you'll always be focused. My music helps you focus on your goals. That's just it.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. So can you offer us your social media handles and everything so we can follow you? I mean, tell them about it. So we can follow you, go search for your music and everything.
So my social media handle is CHIZZY THA DON. So my social media handle is CHIZZY THA DON. So on Twitter, on Instagram, so CHIZZY as in CHIZZY _ THA_DON. That you find me both on Instagram and on Twitter. On Facebook is CHIZZY THA DON as one word, CHIZZY THADON as one word. On YouTube is CHIZZY THA DON as one word, then space CHIZZY, CHIZZY, just the next name attached to it. And you'll be able to find all of my music across board, yeah.
My brother, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you for having you. I didn't see this coming, but I appreciated it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Guys, as we said, I mean, this is CHIZZY THA DON that you have listened to. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience. Hearing from the man himself, from where he's coming from up to this stage. He is an inspiration. He is an inspiration. We are going to link all the links, everything is going to be listed down, the video, and you will see it. And then on the screens, you will see. With Instagram and everything, his names is going to be there. Kindly follow, go to YouTube, subscribe, listen to his music, listen to the video that he's doing and everything that he's been doing. These are the kind of people we are supposed to listen to. If I am listening to anybody, I want someone who has credibility, someone who has been doing this for long and knows what he is doing. And from what he's been saying, you can, I mean, I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you. Follow him. Let's give him that support. I mean, let's do it together. This is the diaspora where we support our brothers. We support each and every one. Love you. Stay tuned and then subscribe. What are you looking at? Subscribe. What's your problem? Oh. Subscribe.